Now then, my friends, first of all, happy Halloween. And I was going to wear a mask, but I thought, you know what, there's nothing more frightening than this. So I thought I'll just go as myself, basically. Freddy Krueger. I mean, I burnt my face over in Lanzarote, so and I'm peeling off. So wear sunscreen. Always wear sunscreen and a cap. Don't be like me. Anyway, do you know, this time of year, I've got to say, you'd think it would be depressing. It's drizzly, it's grey, it's misty. It's that kind of, it's always the same when it's coming up to Halloween and bonfire night, etc. But I have to say, I find it really kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It takes me to my past, to my childhood. And I always say that they were the best times. For most people, it was the best time, because basically you had no worries, no cares. Your mum and dad looked after you, and it reminded me of going on. It reminds me of going on my mum and dad's back garden, looking for fireworks that have gone off on, you know, the night before, and you can see them and go, oh look, there's a rocket, it's come down in our garden. And it's that type of year, that time of year, and I like it. So you'd think, oh, it's depressing, but it isn't. I don't find it depressing at all. I find it really quite nostalgic, and I love it. I love the different seasons, seeing all the different leaves on the floor, everything regenerating. So, you know, if you're looking out the window and you're thinking, oh, it's miserable, just look back to your childhood and look back to times that were better. Anyway, today it's just a quickie, because I'm off out in a bit with Sarah, Harriet, and James. We're off to a little church that's got a little Spider-Man cartoon on, and we're going to go and watch that and have some hot dogs, etc. So, however, just a quick one for you, because I got an email off McDonald's this morning for the BBQ Bacon Stack or something, I think it is. And I'd done a McDonald's the other day, and it was garbage. It was awful. And this looks really nice on the... in fact, here's a picture of it that came through. It looks absolutely gorgeous. However, who's seen that film Falling Down with Michael Douglas, where he goes, it doesn't look like that, you know?
Turn around, look at that. You see what I mean? It's plump, it's juicy, it's 3 inches thick. Now, look at this sorry, miserable, squashed thing.
And that's basically what it's going to be, isn't it? Because it's going to look absolutely nothing like that. I'm going to, let's give them the benefit of the doubt, but we're going to mark it out of 10. We're going to go and review it. I've not had the barbecue bacon double stack or whatever it is before, as far as I can remember. So we're going to head over into Bradford, which I'm going to take my life in my own hands, because Bradford, see, the worst drivers in the world. You literally, there is nowhere else in the world where the drivers are this bad. Bradford, you hang your head in shame because you cannot drive. It's absolutely terrible. So there we go. If you're new to the channel, by the way, do hit the subscribe button, even if you're from Bradford, because I still love you, you know. I just think your driving's terrible. In fact, is the McDonald's gone? It may have got. Is it back open again? Anyway, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, here we are, parking. Do you know what I've been thinking? Do you not think that McDonald's, I mean, I've always kind of thought McDonald's is okay, but as of late, it's got absolute garbage. In fact, I had a shirt once that a mate of mine bought me in, I think it was Thailand, and it said you can work it out, SH*TE. And it basically, it's got worse, I think, since Uber and Uber Eats and all the Deliveroo, because they seem to be that busy throwing stuff together for all the delivery drivers. The love's gone out of preparing stuff for people that's actually in the place itself, in McDonald's itself, in the restaurant. Anyway, that's just my take on it. So there we go. Yes. Anyway, I'm going to say I'm looking forward to this, but I'm not. I'm a bit apprehensive. In fact, here's the email. There it is, look, BBQ Bacon Stack. Look at it. I think I showed you earlier on the screen, but I mean, look at it. It's going to look nothing like that, is it? But open-minded. I've literally parked here so that nobody else can park really close to me. I've parked that way, and somebody's parked over the line even closer to me. But it is Bradford, you see. There we go. He moved his car over in the end. I think he saw me. Give him the look. That look. I told you I don't need a mask. Come on. Hey, and look, before we go in, look what's been fitted. Yes, look at this. Excellent. I can come and charge up while I'm eating, look. Right, okay, so here we go. I've got the BBQ Bacon Stack. Now, the big question is it going to look like that? There we go. You can see that. There we go. So, let's take a closer look, my friends. Right, I'll rest you up against my drink there. First things first, I'm going to say it doesn't look too bad on first impressions. A little bit more love put into this than the one I had the other day, than the McCrispy. The bacon does look a little anemic, if not, well, very anemic. But we'll go in for this. Right. Got some tomato on there, cheese, onion, lettuce, 2 burgers, and the sauce. Plenty of sauce on there, to be fair, on this one. Plastered in sauce and cheese there, so if I'm going to say anything, slightly salty. Got very saltiness to it. But fairly tasty, better than the McCrispy, I'm going to say. That is actually quite a tasty burger. I quite like that. It's fairly good. A little bit more love put into it, I have to say. Right. I'll eat it, come back to you, and then mark it out of 10. If anything, I would just say that bacon is just very, very anemic. A little off-putting. And what's on the cheese there? Is that like a piece of mould or something on the cheese? Can you see that? I think I might leave that there. Right, I'll eat it, come back to you, then mark it out of 10. That is a little bit worrying though. That looks like a bit of mould on the cheese. Am I wrong? Right, see you guys in a minute. That's quite interesting actually. There's a lady who's just come up to me who works here and she says, everything alright with the food? I think she can see me reviewing it, but she says, which is odd, she says the milkshakes are working if you'd like any. Don't know whether she saw my last video or not, moaning that milkshakes weren't working, but I have to say the service here is a lot better than the one I went to in Mansfield. Right, okay, so we get down to business. I found that really strange that the lady came over to me and said, oh, milkshakes are working, milkshake machine's working if you want one. And I thought, I've never had anybody come over to me and say the milkshake machine's working. I never asked for a milkshake, which is, she must have seen the last video where I was whinging about the milkshake machine not working. I found that really strange. However, the staff there, very, very friendly, but I have been in there before and I have to say, the staff have always been overly friendly in there and really nice. I've done a bit of work in there before and guys come over and said, oh, is your car outside in the car park? Because you only get 2 hours, I can extend that for you if you want. So they've always been fine. Right, but that's by the by. So we know the service is great there. First impressions, it didn't look overly bad, if I'm honest, but it is a barbecue bacon stack, and the bacon itself was very, very anemic. Didn't taste that barbecuey, to be fair. If anything, it lacked a little bit of flavour. It could have been a bit more barbecuey, and I don't know, just a little bit more taste to it. And £6.48 for a burger is not cheap, really, is it? £6.48 for one large barbecue stack. It's getting so that it's not a cheap meal. I mean, all right, that was just me, £7.89. But if there's a family of 4 again, it starts getting a little bit more costly. I mean, I'll mark it out of 10. The bacon was very anemic. To say that it is a barbecue bacon stack, work on your bacon a little bit more. Make it a bit more crispy and not anemic. It was just, it looked, and the little bit that was out of the box to start with, it put me off. I don't know, this little bit of bait, this anemic pinky bacon just looked a bit odd. It looked a bit off-putting, I have to say. And I don't know whether that was mould on the cheese or not. I've no idea. It looked a bit, it looked a bit like a little bit of green on it, but there we go. I might be wrong. I'm going to go, all in all, out of 10, I'm going to say it's better than that McCrispy garbage that I had the other day. I'll probably give it a out of 10. This is just on a fast food scale. I'd probably go 6.9. You know, it was all right, and it looked as close as you're going to get to what the picture was. Anyway, so there we go. That's the McDonald's large barbecue bacon stack. There we go, sorted. So there you go. I don't know, what do you reckon anyway? Did you think it looked like the picture itself? Were you impressed? Have you had it? Pop it in the comment section down below. Personally, I think McDonald's are losing it a little bit, and you got to put your ideas up, because there's a lot of fast food chains out there now in competition with you. And years ago, in the 80s, you had it all. you basically had it and there was no competition. Now there is. However, hats off to the service here, spot on. That's all from me today. Have a fantastic Halloween and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.